The profound bond between Big Brother Mzansi's sweet Guluva and Ashley Ogle has evolved into something far deeper than a typical reality TV romance, revealing a connection so fundamental that Sweet openly acknowledges he cannot imagine life without Ashley by his side. This declaration, far from being mere romantic rhetoric, reflects a partnership that has become essential to both their personal happiness and professional success, demonstrating what happens when two souls find their perfect complement in each other. Sweet's dependence on Ashley's presence in his life isn't born from weakness, but from the strength that comes with recognizing when someone completes you in ways you never knew you needed. Friends and family have witnessed the transformation in Sweet since Ashley entered his life, noting how her presence brings out dimensions of his personality that lay dormant before. His confidence, already notable, has evolved into a grounded assurance that comes from knowing someone truly understands and supports you unconditionally. The daily rhythms of their life together reveal the depth of this connection. Sweet's morning routine invariably involves checking in with Ashley, not out of obligation but from a genuine need to start his day with her voice, her laugh, her perspective on the day ahead. Those close to the couple report that on the rare occasions when they're apart, Sweet seems incomplete, constantly referencing Ashley in conversations and counting down until they're reunited. This interdependence manifests in both small gestures and grand declarations. Sweet's social media is filled with tributes to Ashley, but it's the unguarded moments captured by others that truly reveal his need for her presence. The way his eyes search for her in crowded rooms, how his entire demeanor shifts when she arrives, and the visible relief on his face when she returns from even brief absences speak volumes about the central role she plays in his emotional well-being. Their professional lives have become so intertwined that Sweet's success feels incomplete without Ashley to share it with. During business meetings and brand negotiations, he frequently defers to her opinion, valuing her insights not just as a partner but as someone whose judgment he trusts implicitly. This professional interdependence has strengthened both their careers, as Ashley's strategic thinking complements Sweet's charismatic execution perfectly. The emotional support Ashley provides goes beyond typical relationship dynamics. She has become Sweet's anchor during turbulent times, his voice of reason when fame threatens to overwhelm, and his safe space when the pressures of public life become too intense. Sweet has spoken candidly about moments when Ashley's presence was the only thing that kept him grounded, when her wisdom prevented poor decisions, and when her love healed wounds that success couldn't touch. Their communication style reveals a couple who have achieved rare synchronicity. They finish each other's sentences not as a party trick, but because they've developed an almost telepathic understanding of each other's thoughts and feelings. This deep communication allows them to navigate challenges that would destroy lesser relationships, addressing issues before they become problems and celebrating victories as shared achievements. Sweet's friends have noted the marked difference in his decision-making process since Ashley became central to his life. Where he once might have been impulsive, he now considers how choices will affect their shared future. This isn't about losing independence, but about gaining the wisdom that comes from considering someone else's well-being as essential as your own. His growth as a person directly correlates with Ashley's influence in his life. The creative synergy between them has produced some of Sweet's best work. Whether it's content creation, business strategies, or public appearances, Ashley's input elevates everything Sweet touches. He openly credits her with ideas that have transformed his brand, acknowledging that his success is inextricably linked to her presence and contributions. This professional partnership adds another layer to their personal bond, creating a relationship that operates successfully on multiple levels. During challenging periods in Sweet's life, Ashley's role becomes even more crucial. When faced with criticism, business setbacks, or personal struggles, it's Ashley who provides the perspective and strength needed to persevere. Sweet has described moments of wanting to give up on certain ventures, only to find renewed energy and purpose through Ashley's unwavering belief in his abilities. Her faith in him often exceeds his faith in himself, pulling him through dark moments into renewed light. The physical aspect of their connection is evident to anyone who sees them together. They move in unconscious synchronization, naturally gravitating toward each other in any space. Sweet's need for Ashley's physical presence isn't just romantic. It's a comfort that comes from being near someone who represents home, safety, and unconditional acceptance. Their body language speaks of a couple who have found their perfect fit in each other. Sweet's family has embraced Ashley not just as his partner, but as an essential family member whose absence would leave a noticeable void. His mother has spoken about how Ashley brings out the best in her son, how she's seen him become more patient, more thoughtful, and more purposeful since Ashley entered his life. This family validation reinforces what Sweet feels, that Ashley isn't just part of his life, she's integral to the man he's becoming. The future plans they discuss reveal Sweet's inability to conceive of a life path that doesn't include Ashley. Every dream, every goal, every aspiration is framed in terms of we rather than I. This isn't codependence in an unhealthy sense, but rather the recognition that they're stronger together than apart. Sweet's vision for his future is inextricably linked with Ashley's presence, and he wouldn't have it any other way. Their handling of public scrutiny has only strengthened Sweet's conviction that he needs Ashley by his side. When faced with rumors, criticism, or the general pressures of public life, they face them as a united front. Ashley's ability to provide perspective during these times, to remind Sweet of what truly matters, has proven invaluable. He stated that without her stabilizing presence, the pressures of fame might have led him down destructive paths. The creative projects they've undertaken together showcase how their partnership enhances both their capabilities. Sweet's ideas find perfect execution through Ashley's strategic thinking, while her concepts gain life through his charismatic implementation. This creative interdependence has produced content and business ventures that neither could have achieved alone, proving that their union multiplies rather than divides their individual talents. Sweet's emotional growth since meeting Ashley has been remarkable to witness. Friends describe a man who has become more emotionally intelligent, more capable of expressing vulnerability, and more comfortable with deep intimacy. This growth stems directly from Ashley's influence and the safe space she provides for Sweet to explore aspects of himself he might have kept hidden in other relationships. The daily sacrifices and compromises they make for each other reveal the depth of Sweet's need for Ashley's presence. He's adjusted his schedule, changed plans, and made decisions that prioritize their relationship over individual opportunities. These aren't sacrifices made grudgingly but choices made gladly because life with Ashley is worth more than any individual achievement without her. Their shared values and vision for the future create a foundation that makes their bond unbreakable. Sweet's need for Ashley goes beyond emotional or physical attraction to a deep alignment of life philosophy, goals, and values. They want the same things from life, approach challenges with similar mindsets, and share a vision for the impact they want to make on the world. This alignment makes Ashley not just a partner but a true life companion. The influence Ashley has on Sweet's relationships with others cannot be understated. She's helped him become a better friend, son, and brother by modeling emotional intelligence and compassion. Through her example, Sweet has learned to navigate relationships with greater sensitivity and depth. His improved relationships across all areas of life stem from lessons learned through loving and being loved by Ashley. Sweet's public declarations about being unable to live without Ashley aren't performative gestures for social media but genuine expressions of a truth he lives daily. Those who know them privately confirm that his need for her presence is even more pronounced away from cameras. In quiet moments, in daily routines, in facing life's mundane challenges, Sweet's reliance on Ashley's partnership becomes even more evident. The spiritual dimension of their relationship adds another layer to Sweet's need for Ashley's presence. They've grown together spiritually, supporting each other's faith journey and finding deeper meaning in their union. This spiritual connection provides a foundation that transcends physical or emotional bonds, creating a soul-level connection that makes separation unthinkable for Sweet. As their relationship continues to evolve, Sweet's declaration that he can't live without Ashley by his side becomes more profound. It's not a statement of dependency but of recognition. Recognition that some people are meant to journey through life together, that some connections transcend typical relationship boundaries, and that finding your person changes everything about how you approach life. The beauty of Sweet's need for Ashley lies not in weakness but in the strength it takes to fully open your heart to another person. His willingness to be vulnerable, to admit that his life is infinitely better with her in it, and to build his future around their partnership shows a maturity and wisdom that inspires others. In a world that often celebrates independence above connection, Sweet and Ashley prove that the right partnership doesn't diminish individuality but enhances it. Their story continues to unfold, but one thing remains constant. Sweet Guluva's life has been irrevocably changed by Ashley Ogle's presence, and he wouldn't have it any other way. His inability to imagine life without her isn't a limitation, but a celebration of finding someone who makes life not just bearable but beautiful. In Ashley, Sweet has found not just a partner but his home, his strength, and his future. And that's a love story worth celebrating. Thank you for watching.